This is Sandra, and on one of my videos, it was called Toss Bots Scanning for Trades. K Jam had an awesome question, and so I wanted to make a quick video to answer that. So, this is in regards to when you're scanning for moving averages. The problem that a lot of people have is narrowing the search. So, as an example, if I was looking for an 8 over the 21 and I just said to the computer, hey, do it from the close price, and we're at market day right now, the market's open, you're gonna, you know, it's not gonna be specific enough. So what I'm doing right now is it's, the market's open and I want to get an 8 and 21 that's like ready to touch. And I'm a swing trader and I'm looking for a 2 hour chart. You notice I have 1 hour here because I want to be like right before it touches. I want to make it very specific because if I just say 821, you're going to get 821 with 5, 10, 15 bars already crossed. And you're like, hey, I kind of wanted to get in that. So this is how you would do that. In my example here, of course, you put in your stock, you put in your volume, excuse me, whatever, those uh, stock uh, filters you wanted to add. So I did these two, and then I did, okay, I want to do a moving average with an 8 exponential, because it's a fast moving average, crosses above the 15. Okay? Now, I'm also using that as an exponential because they're all, these are pretty fast moving averages. And then I want to say at the open because the market's open right now. So if you were doing your homework at night, this would be closed. And then because I'm looking for a 2 hour chart, I'm putting a 1 hour because I want to be right at the starting line. And then my second command, you add filter, you go over to moving cross and you say, okay, now I'm looking for the 15, because we said 8 and 15, I'm looking for the 15 to be below the 21. Because on my charts, I'm using 8 and 21. So I'm just telling the bot to be more specific so I can get at the starting line. So I hope you get this analysis of how you would manipulate your thought process so that a computer can kind of spit out the results you're looking for. And again, I'm doing it at the open at 1 hour, even though really my focus is a 2 hour chart. Now, when you hit scan, okay, so you get your results, you save it to a watch list, and now we're going to take a look and see what the charts look like. Okay, so I get to the chart, I open it up, I get to, what did I say, Z? I think I said Z5. Let's hope. Okay. So here's my watch list. Okay, now this is a 1 hour chart, and so you can see like it touched already, right? It's not at the starting gate. There we go. You could kind of see like you already got 2 bars up. But remember, I was looking for a 2 hour chart. Where is my 2 hour chart? I'll make a 2 hour chart. There we go. So now you can see like it touched, so you got a half of a bar there. So could I adjust that more? Sure, but let's just go down. So here you have one going the opposite direction, which I think is interesting because I said 8, 8 above the 15 and 15 below the 21, but that's not a bad deal if you were doing a put option. Here we go. Here's one, but you're still like 1.5 bars away. Here we go. Here's one where you're getting close. Okay, you're getting close, and so you'd put this on your watch list. Now, on the 1 hour, he crossed already. You see how that works? But on the 2 hour, which was what I was looking for, What's up with my 2 hour? It should be on there as a favorite. Anyway, so here you could see like it's almost right there. So I would definitely, maybe I make an alert. I make an alert and I say, okay, the price uh, for this is $7.90. So just do an alert and put in, hey, notify me when this is above, the 790 range as an example, and let it ring you because it's coming up. And so, and here's one. It's just touching, but again, it's the opposite direction, which I think is interesting because it's usually, I thought it was clear, but here's one. That's a perfect one, right? So that's something that would be good. But you can see like it's already moving up. So maybe because it's already moving up on a 2 hour, maybe we say, um, that the 15 doesn't is not below. Maybe we say the 10 is below the 20 21. So you have to adjust the parameters. But I think even in this search that we're doing, I think you can find some nuggets there. Here's a good one. See, that's a good one. So I think that explains it better how you would then go about tweaking, right? Tweaking your analysis to make the computer run a scan that's exactly what you're looking for. Oh, look at this one's on the move. So you might even want to tweak those so that it hasn't even crossed yet. It hasn't even touched. So this is interesting because if you were a swing trader and you were looking for a 4 hour, a lot of people do their analysis on a 4 hour. Look at this. So now let's look at those parameters. And here, this is about to touch. This one is about to touch in the opposite direction. This one didn't touch. This one's on the way. So he hasn't gone up over here. But on this one, you could say, hey, give me an alert when price gets over 803. So you would just come over here, do an alert for 803, and then you would get it as price is lifting up over the 21. You could even do that. That's a search too. You could possibly look for price going over the moving average. So I hope that this video was more helpful. I hope I made that seem simple enough. There are some good ones here, I think, that fit the example that you were looking for. So what you want to do on your scan, you weren't specific to let me know like if you were looking for a day trade or a swing trade. So what you want to do is do something like this. And if you were looking for a 30-minute, do a 15-minute. If you were looking for a 15-minute, do a 5-minute. So you wanna make the scan right before what you're looking for, and then I think you'll be able to get better results. Hey, I hope I made this simple. If you didn't already when you saw the first video to like it and do a thumbs up, I hope you'll do so. I hope you found this valuable. I know that other people will as well. And thanks for the great question. I'm glad I was able to clarify it a little bit more, and I'll see you on the next video. Don't hesitate to ask more questions. Bye-bye.